So a duvet insert and a comforter. People throw those two words around like they mean the same thing. What is the real difference?
The short version is construction. A duvet insert is a filled shell built to sit inside a separate cover you can take off. A comforter is a finished piece that needs no cover at all. The same fibers can go inside either one.
So the fill inside them can be identical.
It can. Down, wool, cotton, a synthetic. Construction draws the line between the two, not the fill. One expects a cover, and the other has its outer fabric built in as the layer you sleep under.
How do I tell them apart when I'm staring at a listing online?
One check. Does it need a separate cover, or is it finished and ready to use? An insert ships plain because it is meant to disappear inside a printed cover. A comforter usually has a stitched through pattern, and that pattern is what you look at every night.
And the product names do not make it easy.
They muddy it. A listing called a comforter sometimes ships as a plain insert with no pattern. A listing called a duvet sometimes means the whole insert and cover set bundled together. Read the description for whether a cover is included or expected. That settles the question faster than the title on its own.
Where does a quilt fit into all this?
A quilt is the thin one, a stitched decorative layer with far less loft, closer to a bedspread. Most people layer a blanket or a comforter on top of a quilt once it gets cold. Duvet, comforter, quilt. That is the order, from most loft to least.
Okay, say I go with an insert. How long does one last?
Ours are built to last 10 to 15 years with a cover. The cover takes the everyday wear that would otherwise land on the fill in the shell. You launder the cover, and the insert underneath stays protected for years.
That is the part I like. You only wash the cover?
Most of the time, yes. The cover machine washes like any bedding. The insert itself needs care once or twice a year at most. That is the maintenance advantage of the two-piece format.
And the look of the bed?
That is the other advantage. Swap the cover, and the whole bed changes without touching the insert. A lighter cover in summer, a heavier one in winter, the same insert all year round.
So the insert really earns its keep over time.
It does. That is why hotels and rentals favor the format. One insert survives years of turnover, while the covers rotate in and out for washing and restyling.
Let me lay out the case for the insert then.
3 things it gives you. Swap the cover, and you restyle the bed. Wash the cover, and the fill stays clean. Change the cover weight by season, and one insert carries you through the whole year.
And the comforter side of it?
A comforter is the simple one. One finished piece, nothing extra to buy or size or match. Good for a guest room or a rental where you want fewer moving parts. The trade is that you clean the whole piece together, and to restyle, you buy a new one.
Does the fill change which format I should pick?
It does not. Warmth comes from fill weight and fiber, whether the piece is an insert or a comforter. A wool insert and a wool comforter at the same weight sleep about the same. Construction changes how you clean and style it, and that is where the real difference lives.
Let's talk about what you two make.
2 duvet inserts, an organic cotton one and an organic wool one. Both are inserts with no standalone comforter. Both are hand tufted with corner loops that hold the fill in place, built to live inside a cover for years.
And they are certified?
Both are certified as finished pieces, not just the cover. GOTS 10229 through Oregon Tilth. The certification covers the fill, the cover, the thread, and the dye under one license. You can search that number yourself.
How do I choose between the cotton and the wool?
Cotton if you run neutral to slightly warm and want a denser, heavier, traditional feel. It is a vegan down alternative with no polyester.
And the wool?
Wool if you sleep hot or wake up sweating. It wicks up to 30% of its own weight in moisture while staying dry to the touch. Wool contains animal fiber, so it is not vegan. Both ship in twin, queen, and king, sized to a standard cover.
Any care difference between the two?
A little. The cotton insert is spot clean and sun only, so let the cover do the laundry. Either way, the cover handles the everyday washing.
So the whole decision really comes down to how you want to live with it.
That is it. Pick the insert if you like to restyle or want to wash light. Pick a comforter if you want one finished piece and less to manage. Come see the two we make at circadianrest.com.